Oh, hey everybody. No. Yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. What's going on, everybody? It's Double Chinn here. I haven't made a video in a couple of days. Hasn't really been a lot going on, and as you could tell, I sound like shit. Okay, I got sick, and I just cannot sleep for shit, and it sucks. For those of you who know me, I love sleep. Sleep is like my thing, and when I can't sleep, I get cranky. And I called out today. I feel like shit, but I'm still gonna make this video. So today, as you see in the title, the people of Target, I'm gonna tell you what I've gone through working there already and how it's been interesting. Now, before we start what happens inside of Target, let me just say one thing that happened while I was on my way to Target. This happened last week, okay? I ordered an Uber to work, and as soon as the guy arrived, I went outside, got in the car. As soon as I sat in the car, he turned around and looked at me, and the first thing he says is, "Hey, you speak English?" Yes, I speak English! What the? Why? Of course, he was like a 6-year-old white guy, okay? Why wouldn't he ask this question? Okay, so the first one on this is somebody called me a moron. Just let me tell you the story, okay? I was starting a long shift from like 12 to 8:30, and so I opened up, and this lady came through with her stuff, you know, and she had a bag, and her bag wasn't really a bag. It was a bag kind of made out of stuff like this, just woven together, and it stretched out. I thought it was some sort of sock. I thought it was really cool. So I looked at the bag and admired it for a second, alright? The bag looked really cool. I looked at the lady like, you know what? This is a really cool bag. Where'd you get this? I just started making small talk. As I was talking to the lady right in front of me, the lady behind her looked at me, looked at her, looked at me. I could see her in the corner of my eye. "I'll pay for her bags. Please, just hurry up. I have to get to work. I'll pay for her bags, just whatever." I'm just standing there like okay. Started 5 minutes ago, and this bitch is already giving me shit. As soon as I pack that lady's bags and she leaves, that second lady comes up and like, "Hi ma'am, how are you doing today?" And she looks at me straight in the eye and says, "You're a fucking moron." Now, for whatever reason she called me that, I have no idea, but I charged her 4 to 5 bags. I did. No one fucking messes with me and expects to get away with it, alright? John? Okay, so next on my list. Interesting story about this. I was working, it was a couple weeks ago. I'm usually the one answering calls to come up to the front and help cashier, and I don't mind it. It's kind of fun. I like interacting with people. I'm at the register, right? And I'm at the one closest to guest services at the desk. Close, you know, guest services where they always get bitched at over there from just unhappy people all the time. This particular one happened to be very late at night. It was almost to closing time. And this dude came in, he already looked sketchy. He was wearing a hat, a big old trench coat that you'd only see like in New York, sunglasses and everything. Like, it was 11, it was close to 11. Why are you wearing sunglasses? Me and the guest in front of me, we were listening to what was going on. This guy had come into guest services, said something about, he tried returning something that he tried to return at like 5 different Targets. Like, all the other Irvine Targets would not accept whatever he was returning. He tried coming here. I forget where he said he was from, but he said he was somewhere up north, okay? Just somewhere not even close to here. Kept yelling at us that the thing he was trying to return could be accepted from where he's from. At different Targets, there's different policies, okay? Not all of them are the same. Whatever he was trying to return, just we didn't accept at our store. Just plain and simple. Oh, and the second thing he tried doing, he tried returning a gift card and getting money from that gift card. He said he had found the gift card, it had $500 on it, and he would like to exchange it for money. Yeah, as if he's not sketchy enough. And this guy was African American, okay? Our manager, our LD that was there was black too. So I hear the guy tell my manager, "This is discrimination." And my manager's like, "They're both black. Why would he think it's discrimination?" I don't get it. So he couldn't return whatever he was trying. He couldn't get money for that gift card. So what he did, he told us that he was gonna wait for all of us to get off work and jump us. He already had explained to us that he had a fight in the morning, like 6 a.m. in the morning. Really, dude? Really? You're gonna wait for 35 plus people to get off so you can kick all of our asses. I didn't understand what was going on. We called the police, we watched outside to make sure he would leave. He did leave. It's one of the most retarded things I've ever heard of. Why? Okay, so this story, my friends love to call me now. Fuck you. But this story I told after I got off work. I was working P-Fresh. I was working consumables or groceries, if you guys don't know what that is. It's basically the lettuce, vegetables, fruits, everything in that section. That particular day, there was a bunch of expired salads. We had to pull all of them off and then stock whole new salads. I remember it being very busy that day. It was very crowded for some reason. So I got a box and I started pushing different salads and lettuce up on the shelves. And behind me, I didn't see this lady trying to get by me. She didn't say anything. Pushing salads on the wall. Okay, I don't see anything going on behind me. Not one bit. So this lady says, and I cannot make this up, and this was after Trump was elected president, okay? None of this happened before that. She looked at me and said, "Can you move, you pinto bean?" Cannot make this up. She called me a pinto bean. I didn't see it. She didn't even try to push me. Like, even if her cart hit me, I would have moved. It was like the whitest of white women. Like, I'm pretty sure she's from Laguna or CDM. It was funny. Later on, I was talking to one of my other team leads. The same lady was walking past where I was talking to my team lead, and there's clearly no one next to us. The entire aisle is very clear. There's so much room to walk around. She bumps into my shoulder and keeps walking, okay? You know Spanish. Do not repeat this to anyone. But as soon as she shrugged me and walked by, I looked at her and said, "No mama's way." She turned around and she looked at me and she said, "What did you say?" And I told her, "Oh, I'm sorry. Was I in your way?" She turned back around and just kept on walking. Let me just make a point. I'm just telling you right now, if we Mexicans leave, who's gonna make you burritos? Who is gonna mow your lawns? Because you ain't gonna do it. Who are you gonna make fun of? Other white people? This country. This is not a sexist thing. I don't know what's going on, but the most problem I've had with people in the store has been women. As though I don't have enough problems with them already. So the fourth thing, I was closing one night. It was about 11 o'clock-ish almost. We closed at 11. It was getting close to 11, and I had just zoned everything. I just put all my stuff up front. I was pretty much done with my work. Lights are shut off, and there was a guest coming through, and I looked at her, and I looked back. I was putting some greeting cards back, and then I was done with work. For the corner of my eye, I see her walk past, walk back, look at me, and kept on going. And she walks back into my, and she looks at me. I'm wearing a red flannel, khakis, and a big name badge that says Michael. She walks up to me and asks if I work there. Yeah. What? She said, "Yes, ma'am, can I help you find something?" She had a huge pile of clothes she was just carrying, okay? She's like if you were to pick up dirty laundry from your laundry basket, there were like a huge amount of clothes. Asked if I can hold out my hands. And then she dropped all her clothes in my hands and left. I'm telling you right now, guys, I've never felt like a bigger bitch in my life. This lady just told me to hold out my hands, and I did it willingly, and she just dropped a whole bunch of clothes in my hand. She walked away, and I was so confused as to why I just did that. Fucking people, man. I don't get it. This next story happened a few months ago. This is not the first time it's happened to me either. In high school, every year of high school, freshman through senior year, I was asked if I was somebody's father. My junior year, this lady actually brought this little 8-year-old Mexican girl up to me and asked if this was my daughter. Do you know how bad it felt to say no? Even though it wasn't my daughter, it still felt wrong to say no. So yeah, basically I was called a parent every year. It just didn't end there. So at work, this lady comes up to me and my back's turned to her and she taps my shoulder. She says, "Hey RJ, how are Danny and Sarah?" I didn't even turn around yet. I'm just like, should I just go along with this? So I turned around and I looked at her. I'm like, "Oh, they're fine. They're awesome." And she says, "I hope you can make it to the wedding." I turn around like, "Yeah, I'll be there." She walks away. And then she turns around and comes back. She looks at me, she's like, "You're not RJ, are you?" I'm like, I have no idea who RJ is. Honestly, one of the funniest moments I've ever had. And that lady was so cool about it. She thought it was funny. She laughed too and then left. So the next installment on People of Target. This guy spits on my shoe. Now this is not a long story at all. All it was is that there was one time one of the doors on the milk section was broken. It's always been broken. It just, when the other door closes, it just opens. Like, it's like momentum. It just opens. It's been broken for a while. They never really fixed it. It's still even broken till now, even though they say they fixed it. They had to take all the milk out so that it wouldn't spoil. So this one guy came over to P Fresh and saw that the milk section, that one milk section was taken out. The milk that he wanted wasn't there, but it was in the back. When everyone else went to break and lunch, I was the only one left there, okay? He comes up to me and demands that I bring out the milk. I asked him what type of milk it was. It was a lactose-free, like every white person gets. I think that someone else had bought the last one like maybe an hour before. I come back and I'm like, sorry sir, we're out of that kind of milk. Did you want any other ones? Any other milks that are like related to that one? And he just looks down and spits, and it lands on my shoe, and not one word comes out again. He just walks away like nothing, and I'm just, what the fuck? Yeah, called AP, got that guy kicked out. Like I said, don't fuck with Target employees. Okay, so I saved this one for last. It's probably the best story I've had so far in Target. It just didn't make any sense, and everyone laughed at it. Everyone, even my managers thought it was funny. One of my managers did see it happen. He laughed his ass off. So I was working at Hardlines on the floor one time, and this lady and her husband comes in. Just hear it. The smell of them, you just know they smoke or drank something. Like, their eyes said it all. They were on something already, okay? Pretty sure they were crossfaded. Like, I almost can guarantee that. So they had asked me if we had any ice cube trays, and I took them over to where the ice cube trays are. I got on my knee and I looked down and I said, so, these are the only two we have. Any other ones would be sold at other stores or we're out of them. She goes, oh, sweetie, are you sure? Standing there like, yes. She said, do you know where the nearest TJ Maxx is? And I told her there was one over, I think there was over one in the district. And she didn't say anything else. She looked at me straight in the eye, grabbed my cheeks. And she went, oh, you're such a cutie. And my manager is standing right there at the end of the aisle. He is laughing. He just saw what was going on. She's doing this nonstop. I'm standing there again like the biggest I felt like the biggest bitch in the world. I had just let this lady, this complete stranger who's on something, just grab my face and go up and back and up and back. I didn't know what to do. And I'm standing there, I look over at her husband. Her husband's just thinking, dude, are you gonna do something about this? And then she stops. She grabs my stomach, taps it twice, and goes, I'll see you later, and walks away. I actually stood there for a good 5 minutes just debating my life and what had just happened. I love working at Target, don't get me wrong, but sometimes the people in there freak the hell out of me. That is gonna be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I can get some more videos up, and I mean, there was a week where I just uploaded every day. Hopefully I can get back on that grind. I thought this was gonna be a little fun video for you guys. So thanks again for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. You guys remember to stay fat, eating healthy, and Double Chin is out. Whoa, I've been drinking too much for sure. I got a hangover. Whoa.